Alright, hey guys, so this month's Humble Monthly just released today. It includes 7 Steam games with an MSRP of $180. It's a great bundle overall. I was truly surprised at some of the games that they decided to add. Before I cover that though, I do want to mention that next month's Humble Monthly for March includes an early unlock of Dark Souls 3, which is very surprising. I know a lot of you out there really want Dark Souls 3. It hasn't gone on sale on Steam. I think the lowest it's gone on sale for is probably $20 or $25, but as most of you know, Dark Souls is a huge series. It has 90% positive reviews on Steam. It's an extremely difficult game, but it's very addictive and very entertaining. Some really cool bosses. It's an action adventure game. So yeah, make sure you guys pick up next month's Humble Monthly. If you haven't subscribed already, I encourage you guys to use my referral link in the description below. It'll help me out and it'll help this channel out a whole lot. If you're not familiar with the Humble Monthly, it's basically a random loot crate of games each month. You get to instantly start playing the first game, and then at the beginning of next month, the rest of the games will be released. So you have until now, until the beginning of March, to subscribe if you're interested. But it's $12 a month, and you can cancel at any time, and you'll still get the games. Also, I do want to show you guys that if you are a Humble Monthly subscriber, you get access to the Humble Trove, and I'll have a link in the description below for the Humble Trove as well, because I know a lot of you probably aren't aware of this. But these are DRM free games that you get access to if you are a subscriber. So you can download all of these games shown here for no cost at all, and you can keep them forever. They are DRM free, so you can download them to your computer and have them saved and copy and share them if you so desire. You're not supposed to do that, but I'm just letting you know you can keep them as long as you want, and you can transfer them to other computers if you have multiple. So yeah, there's a bunch of great games here. There's things like Limbo, Gone Home, Overlord, Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy, Overlord 2, Alan Wake, Amnesia. Like, there's Torchlight 2 is on here. There's so many good games here. So yeah, being a Humble Monthly subscriber has its perks. So if you decide to subscribe and you're not super happy with the games that get released at the beginning of the next month, because they are pretty much random, you can always go to the Trove and play some good games here, and you should get your money's worth. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Make sure you guys use my referral link in the description below if it's your first time subscribing to the Humble Monthly, and I appreciate all of you who decide to do that. And make sure you get your hands on Dark Souls 3. You can start playing that immediately. The moment you subscribe, you can get a key for Dark Souls 3, and you can get the rest of the games at the beginning of next month. So for the rest of this video, I wanted to show you guys this month's monthly. A bunch of great games. I'm just going to go through them real quick. So there's Life is Strange, and then there's Tacoma, and then we have Civilization 6, we have Owlboy, Black the Fall, Snake Pass. Snake Pass was a top seller when it came out. I really wanted to try this one out. And then the Norwood Suite, and I'm pretty sure that's all 7 if I'm not mistaken. I'm probably missing something. And then the Humble Original is Fortune 499. They always include an extra game into the Humble bundles. These are like, I guess I don't know what the Humble Originals, like who make them. I guess they're just independent studios, but it's kind of cool just to see a random game added as well. Usually they're not as good as the other games, like, of course, but kind of interesting little indie games. So there's Fortune 499. So let's go through them like individually. So Civ 6, Civilization 4 and Civilization 5 were huge, like super popular grand strategy games. Civ 6, it has mixed reviews. I'm not entirely sure why. There's probably some changes, but typically this is a $60 game. So getting it for $12 or less is pretty crazy. If you split all the games, you're getting it for like $2, which is crazy. But pretty awesome to see Civ 6, and you also get some DLC. I think there's like 2 DLCs that you get as well in the Humble Monthly. So moving on, Owlboy. I made a full Let's Play on this on my channel. Absolutely love this game. It's a story-driven, like 2D action adventure game where you play as an owlboy, and it's really fun. It has some very unique mechanics where you get to like grab people, and I don't know, it's pretty awesome. I would definitely recommend this for sure, especially if you're into story-driven games. This game is pretty entertaining, has a fantastic soundtrack and a great art style, but typically this game is $25 on Steam, so that's definitely worthwhile to see in a Humble Monthly. I'm really surprised that they decided to add that. Owlboy hasn't even been out for that long. It came out at the end of 2016. And then we have Life is Strange. This is one of like the most popular like adventure games on Steam. I guess you call them like point and click adventure games. Has overwhelmingly positive reviews. Very, very entertaining. It has a super good story. I played through like the first chapter, or maybe the first episode. I'm not sure how far I got in it. I didn't get too far, but a lot of people highly recommend Life is Strange, and it's one of the like most highly rated game on Steam. As you can see here, there's 106,000 reviews, and most people seem to agree that it is an amazing game. I definitely will say that the soundtrack is great, and they put a lot of effort into the voice acting and into the environments, and the story is pretty interesting. There's like some time bending elements. So yeah, that's Life is Strange. You get the full collection. You get episode 1 to episode 5. Usually it's a $20 value. You get it for like next to nothing in the Humble Monthly. Then we have Tacoma. I don't really know too much about Tacoma other than that it was made by the same developers who created Gone Home. So if you are a fan of Gone Home, or if you like adventure games, I'm sure Tacoma is super interesting. It's another game with a good story and looks very interesting. Sort of a sci-fi theme going on here. So yeah, I don't really know a whole lot. Make sure you guys check it out if you are into adventure games. Next game is Snake Pass. When this game came out on Steam, it was a top seller, and it looks super fun. I really wish I could have grabbed it, but it's $20. I thought it was a little bit too expensive to pick up at full price. So seeing it in a Humble Monthly, I'm just really excited to get my hands on it. It's a very unique, I guess you would call it an action platformer, or like puzzle adventure game. Puzzle platformer, something like that. But you play as a snake, which is super cool. I haven't seen any other game like this with this type of mechanics. So it'd be really cool to try and see how the controls are. But it looks super fun, so I'll have to try that in the near future. The next game, Black the Fall. I had this on my wish list since it came out. Came out late last year in July. But this reminds me so much of like Limbo and Inside. It's like a 2D like puzzle game, or like adventure puzzle game. Has a very similar vibe to things like Limbo and Inside. Very cool. I love games like this that are like super atmospheric and like a dystopian world, and you're trying to like escape or like complete various puzzles. Looks really awesome, and judging by the reviews, it seems to be fairly good. I'm not sure if it's as good as other ones, but I'm definitely looking forward to playing Black the Fall. Typically it's $15. I mean, all these games are worthwhile. And the last game, the Norwood Suite, this is probably like the lowest game, like in terms of like quality in the Humble Monthly, but it came out at the end of last year and it has very positive reviews, so maybe it is good. It says it's a surreal first-person adventure game. Just judging from the trailer, it has a pretty interesting song choice. But yeah, a surreal first-person adventure. So this is probably one of those games that are like very strange, has some weird elements to it, but might be pretty fun. Looks interesting to say the least. So that's all the games in this month's Humble Monthly. I thought it was definitely worth it. Games like Black the Fall and Snake Pass were on my wish list. And yeah, Owlboy, Life is Strange, Civilization 6, and Tacoma. I mean, all these 6 games here, definitely worthwhile, and I think it's worth the $12 for the month. Let me know what you guys think in the description below if you thought it was worth it or not. And make sure you guys try out the games and see if they're any good. I'll definitely be trying Snake Pass and Black the Fall. I already owned Owlboy. I already know that's a great game. Already played Life is Strange, fantastic game. And then Civ 6, I'm not entirely sure if I'll play that or not. I played quite a bit of Civ 5, so I'm kind of eager to play Civ 6, but it's one of those very time-consuming games, so I'm not sure if I'll get into that. And then Tacoma, I think I might pass on that just because I'm not the biggest fan of adventure games, but I might try it out sometime. But the other games, definitely worthwhile. Very positively rated games. Highly recommend this month's monthly. Definitely a great bundle. Not sure if it's better than last month's. Last month's was pretty huge, but this month's pretty good so far. And again, I just want to show you guys that make sure you guys get subscribed to next month's Humble Monthly to get Dark Souls 3. I also didn't mention you also get the expansion Ashes of Ariandel. I don't know if I pronounced that right. It's hard to see here. So it's kind of cool to get some DLC. But yeah, Dark Souls 3, pretty awesome. And make sure you guys use my referral link in the description below if you guys decide to subscribe to the Humble Monthly, and you'll be helping me out and helping support this channel. And I guess before I go, I should mention that there's two bundles still going on. There's the Rockstar Games Humble Bundle and the Humble Paradox Bundle. There's 3 days left in the Paradox Bundle if you want some grand strategy games, and then there's 10 days left if you want some older Grand Theft Auto games and some Max Payne games and LA Noire. So I'll just quickly mention that. And that's about it for this video. Thanks for watching, and hope you guys have a great day.